Well, hello students, and welcome to Learn Piano Now with Daniel Joyner. I hope you're looking forward to learning something new today because I am looking forward to teaching you. Have you ever wanted to learn how to play in minor keys but weren't quite sure where to start? Well, you're in luck because today's lesson is on exactly that topic, how to play in minor keys. So let's dive into the lesson. In previous videos, we've learned a few steps, but we've done those in order to play in major keys. We've learned the major scale, we've learned diatonic triads in the major scale, and we've learned how to build chord progressions in a major scale using those triads. So a quick review of what we've done is we've learned the major scale in different keys, which is a certain formula. Its major scale is from your starting point, you would go whole step, half step, whole step, whole step, whole step, half step. Okay, so we've learned that, and we've learned the diatonic triads in major scales. So we learned to play triads on each note of the major scale, and we number those 1 through 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1. And we've also learned chord progressions. For example, 1, 5, 6, 4, or maybe 6, 3, 4, 2. So we've learned to put those together. Now we're going to convert those steps into minor keys. So let's start out with the natural minor scale, which is the simplest form of the minor scale. We're going to learn the formula for that first, which is similar to the major scale, but it's a little bit different. So here it is. From your starting point, we're going to use C as our starting point. We're going to go whole step, half step, whole step, whole step, half step, whole step, whole step. So in other words, whole, half, whole, half, whole, whole. And we're going to finger that 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just like the C major scale fingering. It's identical fingering. So you bring your thumb under on the 4th note. All right, so now that we have that, let's discuss the added layers that you encounter in minor that you don't encounter in major. There are at least 3 versions of the minor scale, and that doesn't exist in the major scale like it does here. So we learned the natural minor scale, which is the basic form of the minor scale. Now, the other variation of this scale is called the harmonic minor scale, in which you take the 7th note of the natural minor and you bring it up a half step. So now you have So in minor, you could also use the harmonic minor scale. It gives you a little bit of more Eastern sound. And then you have the melodic minor scale, in which you raise the 6th scale degree and the 7th scale degree a half step from the natural minor. So A flat becomes A natural, B flat becomes B natural. So that's the melodic minor. So you have at least 3 forms of the minor in minor keys. There are others, but we're going to talk about the 3 main ones today. So let's go to the second step in the process, which is how to play minor diatonic triads. So let's start with the natural minor scale, since that's what we determined to be the simplest form of the minor. So let's build our diatonic triads that follow the minor scale degrees. So this is the 1 chord, and the 2 chord is going to be this. So this is D diminished. So our 1 chord was C minor. Our 2 chord is D diminished because you have to put that A flat in there. So all these chords have to follow the scale. And then the 3 chord obviously would start on our 3rd scale degree, and it would play skips in the scale. So you skip F, go to G, skip A flat, go to B flat. So you have E flat major. And then our 4 chord would be F minor. Our 5 chord would be G minor. Our 6 chord would be A flat major. And our 7 chord would be B flat major. And then we go back to 1. Now there are at least 2 common variations to these diatonic triads. A lot of people make substitutions on the 5 chord and the 7 chord. They actually use notes from the harmonic minor scale, which has the B natural in it, in order to play the 5 chord as major instead of minor. And so in the 7 chord, instead of B flat major, they'll put a B natural on the bottom and play B diminished. So to recap, that would be minor 1, diminished 2, major 3, minor 4, major 5 because the B is natural, major 6, diminished 7 because the B is also natural, and then 1, minor 1. So that's a little recap. So you have the 2 versions of diatonic triads in minor. You have the natural minor version, then you have the one with the variation on the 5 and the 7 where they borrow from the harmonic minor. So it would be So I hope you've learned something from this lesson. Please feel free to subscribe for weekly piano lessons on the topic, and keep in touch with me and look for the next video, which will be on building minor chord progressions. You won't want to miss that one. So please subscribe if you haven't, and please also check out the cool piano products that we have available in the description of this video, and we will see you in the next lesson. Bye for now, guys.